Hi TCU, my name is Nathan Bell. They say a picture's worth 1,000 words, and so I figured I'd make a video instead.
Of course, I had to have the family, the boss lady who's taught me a lot about being resourceful, my dad, an inspiration for my goofiness, my sister who brings out the competition in me, my workout buddy and my mini-me who teaches me patience, my grandma, the woman who has my heart and always makes sure I'm well fed, and our two little pooping machines, Escobar and Stewart. Rolling along, here are some things I love. Skating's as cool as I get, and though I'm no Tony Hawk, I promise this is a lot harder than it looks. Ball is life, at least it used to be. Growing up, I spent a lot of my time at open gyms practicing. I was always the smallest and only Asian kid on the court, and so I had to work extra hard to make up for that. Basketball opened up a whole new world of sports and athletics in my life, and it always have a place down in my heart. Once a hooper, always a hooper. Before I started playing volleyball, I was a huge hater since it always took up the basketball court, but as you can see, that's changed, and I guess volleyball isn't all that bad. Running and I are a love-hate relationship. Long distance running definitely sucks, but short distance helps me relieve any pent-up stress and makes me feel good afterwards. At a young age, my parents forced me into piano, probably in hopes of me becoming the next Mozart or something. As I grew older though, and developed my own passion for music, I'm really thankful for the foundational understanding of music piano gave me. So I've been playing piano for about 12 years now, and when I was a kid I was classically trained, but now I've kind of shifted over to a jazz and soul kind of phase. The next instrument I learned was the drums. I first started in middle school percussion, and from there I kind of translated those skills onto the kit. I play piano, drums, and am currently in training for guitar at my church. So I'm self-taught on guitar, and I'm not even gonna lie, I first started learning so I could get some brownie points with the ladies. Guitar was by far the hardest instrument for me to pick up, being that it was my first experience with strings. Aside from all that nonsense, it's been fun jamming out to indie songs with my guitar. And I'm also self-taught on bass. I always thought bass was the coolest instrument, but it was the last one for me to pick up. I've learned that the key to being a good bass player is all in the head nod. Even though every time I sing or dance, I'm told to keep my day job, I still keep doing it because singing and dancing is just fun. I love jamming out to all types of music, from the 70s with ABBA and Queen to the 80s with Modern Talking and Michael Jackson. I'm a huge music junkie and it doesn't really matter to me. And here's me singing during a joint service at church. This is me busting out the pipes during our church's Thut program, which is our Vietnamese New Year celebration. They made the mistake of making it open mic, and so they suffered the consequences of hearing me sing. And yes, I am wearing a man dress. It's called the Ao Yai in Vietnam. This leads me to another love of mine, which is my culture. I love Vietnamese food, music, language, and the people, and I really think it's important to stay in touch with my roots. These are clips from Thut Chum Tu, which is our Mid-Autumn Moon Festival. Being in a lot of leadership positions brings along the responsibility of public speaking, and though I've never been really articulate, I still struggle with it now. It's something I've enjoyed working to get better at. Here's when I spoke at the Texas House, and here's when I was interviewed by NBC. These are my boys, the small group I lead at church. My church and serving are two of the things I pour my soul into, so here's some of the clips of me serving with my church. Here's the before of a remodeling project I worked on at church. And the after. This is Mauricio and Edwin, two of the awesome special needs pals I work with. Not to brag, but I'm rated about as a B player on chess.com, so I'm kind of a big deal. No, just kidding, but I've never really been big on video games, so I've always been more of a chess and board game type guy. Speaking of chess, I also like to work out. When I first started working out about 2 years ago, I was a small, skinny kid, even scrawnier than I am now. And ever since then, I put on about 25 pounds of meat on my bones and cut down to a 4% body fat. In addition to a little muscle, working out has also helped me build confidence as well as mental strength, and is a big reason why I want to pursue movement science at TCU. Though from time to time I enjoy a good tub of Bluebell, I've turned into somewhat of a health junkie, I guess, and so much as to wanting to minor in nutrition in college. So I like grocery shopping because it allows me to select healthy foods while finding good deals. So on the topic of foods, here are some of the Vietnamese foods like pho and hoi tiêu that I really like. This next dish coming up right about now is actually one of the first dishes I've ever made, which leads me to another thing I love, which is trying my hand at new things. Thanks to my humanities teacher, I have a new sense of appreciation for literature and reading. I know this sounds real old school, but my favorite thing to read is actually the newspaper, with the health and opinion columns being my favorite. My life isn't always that interesting though. Before I do what I love, I always make sure I get done what needs to be done, like studying and doing chores. Over the years, I've been really blessed with a great group of teachers who have really impacted my life. So, enough of me talking, here's what they have to say.
And infectious.
Quirky and tenacious.
Creative and intelligent.
A confident leader.
Even-keeled and hardworking.
Strong and disciplined.
Intelligent and hilarious.
Creative and innovative.
Dedicated and active.
Genuine and funny.
Peachy as always.
Nathan's best trait is his personality.
His desire for perfection. His positive energy.
His ambition and ability to serve others.
His ability to get along with everyone.
His genuine smile. He's a person of integrity.
He has a goal in mind. He actively pursues it.